Can we talk about the power of words, of writing down your visions? And if you grew up in the church like I did, then you might be familiar with the scripture that says, write the vision and make it plain. But y'all, oh my gosh, what just happened was actually on my bingo card. I'm back with some exciting updates to share. There are so many open doors and promising opportunities coming our way in Q4, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. But first, if we have not already met, my name is Courtney Bowden, and I'm the creator and host of Black Expat Stories, which is a podcast and developing docuseries capturing the beauty in the Blackset by profiling the pioneers of what I believe to be America's next great migration. Black Americans who have decided to take their life in their own hands, move abroad, and find freedom, healing, and belonging. And y'all, oh my gosh, what just happened was actually on my bingo card. And if you've been following me for a while on this Substack, then you might be familiar with the bingo card that I created. It's actually a free download, so I'll link it below. But I got tired of experiencing wildly unexpected circumstances and saying, well, that wasn't on my bingo card. So I decided to flip the script and said to myself, what would I like to be on my bingo card? Took some time to reflect. I created a few life bingo cards in various areas. And man, this one thing that I wrote, which I thought was a long shot, has actually manifested. So, whoo, but y'all, Black Expat Stories has been invited to join a streaming network. And when I wrote this on my bingo card around this time last year, actually, it was one of those things that I thought might come in the future. I didn't know if it was actually going to happen in 2025, but felt like, hey, let me shoot for the stars. And man, so it's a Black owned streaming company. And they contacted us because they found our content and felt like it really aligned with the greater mission and vision of the company, which is to provide uplifting edutainment for Black and Brown people. I got a chance to have a wonderful conversation with the CEO of this emerging platform, and he shared with me the vision for this streaming company. As we were talking, I was sharing the vision for Black Expat Stories, which is to help shift the ways that Black people and people of color are seen, heard, and remembered in the media, and also to capture what I believe is history in the making. Another great migration that, per usual, Black people are pioneering. We had a conversation, and he was telling me just how necessary our content is. If you've been paying attention to the current media landscape, you know that it is wild out here. Not only are they canceling shows, defunding programs, firing journalists, merging different platforms together, Hollywood is on the fritz, doing all of these remakes. There are so few mainstream opportunities to tell authentic stories. I'm really excited at this opportunity, this open door. And I have you to thank because you have been watching, you have been sharing, you have been engaging with these conversations that we've been having with folks who have taken the courageous leap to leave the United States and move abroad. And you have created a demand for this type of content. So I say thank you. And also, I'm encouraging you to keep it up because we vote not just with our dollars, but we vote with our attention. We are in an attention economy where the media landscape is dominated by hot takes and attempts to just really hijack our dopamine and our nervous systems. It feels really good. It feels like a confirmation that we are on the right track with the way that we're telling these stories, with which stories that we're sharing. It has been my greatest pleasure to amplify the voices of folks who are moving abroad and living to tell the tale. Big thanks to you for all your support, for journeying with me. We're still working out the details of what it'll look like for us to be on this platform. We want to make sure that we deliver the best content to you should we decide to move forward with this opportunity. I just need to take a moment to celebrate because this is a huge milestone. And as I mentioned before, I put it on my bingo card thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking big. And my goodness, it has manifested. I want to take another moment to share a lesson that I learned from this, which is if there's something that's calling you in your spirit, in your heart of hearts, and you know that there's something that you want to do, whether it's creative or otherwise, I encourage you to do it, to start. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can use what you have, you can do it where you are, because what often stops us, and I was guilty of this too, is comparison, thinking that it has to look a certain way. It has to align with the dominating trends. What we're doing with Black Expat Stories, the only thing that aligns with trends with this particular platform is us sharing the stories of people who have moved abroad. What differentiates our platform from many others is that we don't romanticize it and we go deep. We have conversations about the challenges, the triumphs, and everything in between, because social media does a really good job of flattening the conversation. And I'm all about nuance. Just knowing that this kind of content is necessary, that there's a demand for it, and that there are people like you who want to see more of it really fuels me and the people who work alongside me to share these stories with you. So I am just elated and really looking forward to all the ways that this potential partnership can help amplify the stories that we're looking to tell. Because the greater mission of this work is to shift the ways that Black people and people of color are seen, heard, and remembered in the media. Because media is the most powerful way to tell a story, and it impacts the way that we see each other and ourselves. And so that is the major update. You have not seen much of me because I went back to celebrate my bestie at her baby shower. I traveled to Detroit, where I'm originally from. What up, though? Shout out to Detroit to celebrate my aunt's 70th birthday. And I just returned from the New Orleans area celebrating my grandmother's 99th birthday. She is the storyteller of the family. So I was able to really sit at her feet, spend some quality time, soak up that knowledge and wisdom. It's so gratifying to see that not only has she reached this milestone, 99 years, but she's in excellent health, great spirits, and she's sharp as a tack. As a matter of fact, she was telling us stories dating all the way back to the 30s. My grandmother can remember the 30s. She was actually sharing with us that she remembers a time when she would only see one vehicle a day. And guess what that vehicle was? The mailman. And now to witness her reflecting on her life and sharing the stories of her upbringing is such a joyful experience. And I know where I get my storytelling chops from. It's from her. She has a way of commanding a room, and all of her wisdom and knowledge. You just can't help but sit and listen. I'm really grateful that I got an opportunity to do all of that over these last few months. And that is also a part of my creative process, is reconnecting with my roots, reconnecting with the places that have made me who I am, with the people who have shaped me, who have shaped the woman that I am today. And so I'm back, and I'm really looking forward to sharing even more incredible stories, Black expat stories. There are more on the way. So stay tuned. If you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. You can find us at Black Expat Stories on YouTube. You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Black Expat Stories. If you are watching this outside of Substack, then I invite you to join our email list and our growing global community. We can't afford to continue to rely on these iffy algorithms that are ever changing. So if you want to make sure you never miss another Black Expat Stories episode or another behind the scenes update like this, then go to blackexpatstories.com/newsletter. If you're watching this on Substack, then you don't have to do a thing because it's automatically going to be dropped right into your inbox. I'm so excited about all of these open doors and these promising opportunities. There's so many more things in the works. As I mentioned, the docuseries is in development. The creative team that I'm working with, super excited. We are going to be starting right here in Playa del Carmen, sharing some unique migration stories from Black people who have taken leaps of faith that you would not believe. And I'm just really grateful that I have the privilege and the opportunity to do this work in the spirit of Zora Neale Hurston, in the spirit of James Baldwin, in the spirit of so many who have come before us. I do believe that it is supremely important for us to capture our journeys and document history in the making. Because when we look back on this time, there are going to be so many clues that we're going to leave for the generations coming behind us. And with the whitewashing and the erasure of our history, there's never been a more critical time to do so. So again, thank you for all of your support, for all of your engagement, for joining me on this journey. And I cannot wait to share even more with you. So in the meantime, I'm wishing you peace, love, and passport stamps. Bye.